What's going on, family? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. David Yeti, and I'm checking in with today's video. Now, this is the type of stuff that gets me excited. Today, I'm going to do my very best to pour into you, and we're going to be talking about how to set goals. Now, um, I do want to give a bit of a disclaimer. Most of the things that you see on my channel, I kind of look at myself as a synthesizer in a way to where I've been taught by a lot of highly successful people, way more successful than I am at this current moment in time. And I've took a lot of classes, webinars, seminars, all that type of stuff. But I think that what I want to do with this channel is to distill down what I've learned. And I'm going to tell you about the way that I set goals. Now, you may have your own way of setting goals. That's totally fine. If it's working for you, keep rocking out. But I'm just going to give you a different perspective. So I put together a small presentation that we'll kind of go through some of my tips and strategies per se. But more so, if you want to use it, you can copy exactly what I do. And I've been able to use this and level up for the last couple of years. And it has went into hyperdrive, overdrive in the last 12 months. Now, before we get started, I do want to tell you that I know there is a lot of different strategies out there. I've learned some in college. I mean, we talk about like the SMART goals, micro goals, all the different types. I don't use none of those things, right? And the way that I set goals is fun. Okay. Now, as we dive into this presentation, feel free to stop it, pause it at any time, take notes. If you believe that I left anything out, or if you need clarity on any one of these points that I'm about to make, leave a message in the chat down below. And obviously, I respond to all of the messages, especially at this moment in time until it gets out of hand. So, without further ado, let's rock out. So, this is how to set goals. You see, I made the I made a little thing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, you like it. All right. Now, how to set goals. Okay. So the very first thing I want to talk about, I want to dive into is why we need goals in the first place. For me, I do not operate well if I do not have a definitive goal. I have to have that carrot in front of me. I have to have something that I'm working towards. It's just the way that I'm wired. I can't explain it, but it works for me, okay? Goals help us stay focused. Obviously, it helps us stay motivated and it helps us achieve our goals because, I mean, just think about it. If you're driving in a car, and this is an old analogy, but if you're driving in a car and you want to go, you don't know where you're going, you can just go around in circles. You can be all down dirt roads, you can get lost, all kind of stuff. Maybe you go in a spot where it have bad reception and trees and we don't want to do none of that. The very first thing we need to do is we need to figure out, where are we going? So I'm gonna flip it back to you. What do you want to accomplish? What are you doing? What do you want out of life? And I mean everything from career, what kind of relationships you want, what kind of help you want. Like, let me tell you something. This is vital because, like I mentioned, if you don't know where you're going, how the hell you gonna know if you even got there? How are you gonna know whether or not you need to do pivot, right? I don't believe in like changing course per se. I set a goal, I have that one goal. I don't change the goal. I may pivot depending on the circumstances or when new information is available. But I'm not one of those people that I used to do this. I used to start a goal, get halfway through, hit a roadblock, start another goal. I was a perpetual starter. I would just start this, start that until I start thinking about, hey, I need to see these things through and finish it. So the very first point I want to make is, when you think about where you want to go, make sure it's actually something that is relevant to you. How do you know? All right, Rock, how am I going to know if it's relevant to me? Okay, I'm going to tell you. This is how you're going to know. When you set the goal, if it doesn't light a fire right here, if it doesn't light a fire within you, if it doesn't make you want to do the things that you know you need to, that you don't feel like doing and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, that's probably not necessarily your goal. It's probably a goal that you inherited from somebody else, or maybe it's a goal that somebody else has put on you. It's not your goal. Maybe you overheard a conversation. Maybe it's, parents or significant other, your girl, your homeboys, whatever. But that's not really what you truly want. I'm talking about, what do you want? What do you want out of life? What do you want to live? What do you want to drive? What kind of career do you want? What type of relationships do you want? Do you have kids if you don't already have them? Do you want to get married? Do you want to travel? Think about what your life, the ideal life for you, that will make you the most satisfied. That's what I want you to start thinking about. And with that being said, obviously, that move us to the next page, right? Dream big. Guys, listen, this is my specialty, okay? When I say dream big, I don't want you to think about no limitations. I don't give a damn if it's a certain school that you want to get in that you think you're not qualified for. I don't care what it is. Okay. I want you to dream big. Now is the time to have wild thoughts. I'm going to tell you one thing that I do. I go and look at $1 million houses. I'm constantly on Zillow. I pop in the open house every now and then. I done went to the Rolls Royce dealer, right? I done went and sat in, inside of a Lamborghini and stuff like that. I didn't went to these places, and I'm dreaming big as I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about my real estate portfolio, how I want $25,000 coming in from rental properties. I want, 50 properties owned outright. I'm thinking about these things and I'm dreaming big. The key to this is, though, when you start dreaming big, and this is a solo project, by the way. This is not something that you do with anybody else. This is a solo project. So I must warn you, when you start dreaming big, when you start thinking about those dreams you had as a kid and stuff like that, you can't share it with no one. This is between you and God, or whatever you believe in. This is under skin, is what we called it. It's an under skin goal. We don't share it with nobody, especially people that you know for a fact that would give you negative pushback, even if they say small shit like, "Oh, you think you're gonna do that?" Don't tell those people, guys. This is not they dance. This is a solo dance. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. I've done that before. I've gotten my feelings hurt when I had certain dreams. I had people tell me I was thinking too big. I have my whole family think I'm crazy right now anyway, because of how I think and how I move, right? So I keep my goals in my heart. I keep them close to the chest. I keep them under skin. All right? You with me? Don't tell them your goals now. I'm going to check back in with you. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't tell them your goals. Okay? All right. All right, cool. Now, let's get into some of the tactics. So this is the very first thing I want you to do. So now that you understand, all right, now I'm keeping the goals to myself. I'm dreaming big. I'm thinking about all these different things. I'm not putting no limitations on myself. I'm not thinking about no money. I'm not thinking about whether or not, I don't give a damn what the job description say. I don't care what the college admission people say. I don't care what no one says. This is your goal for you. It leads me to the first point. Now, you're going to make a list of everything you want. I mean, everything. You want to go to Tulum. You want to go to South of Asia. You want to you want to get a condo in France. I don't know. You want to get a helicopter, a cyber truck. I don't know. Maybe you want 10 diamond chains. I don't know what you want. These are your goals. But I want you to write down everything you want, though. I want you to do that. This is my want for you. I want you to want to write down everything you want. All right. Now, um, and I put this here too. So don't think about price. Don't think about if it's out of reach. That's none of your business. Okay. You don't know how God is going to bless you. You don't know how these opportunities are going to come to you. All right. Once you write down everything you want, and I expect you to have pages and pages of everything you want for you, what you want for your, and think about these three categories too. That's a good point. Write down things for you personally, things for your family, and things for your business. Those three areas: personal, family, business. Not family business, but personal goals, goals for your family, and then goals for business. All right. After you write down everything you want, after you write down everything you want, Then we're going to convert those wants into goals. Okay, so how do you do this? So for example, right? If I want to earn $10,000 per month or more, definitely put the or more in there, right? $10,000 or more per month after tax income. If I just wrote down on the once, hey, $10,000 a month, I'm gonna turn it into I want to earn $10,000 per month or more in after tax income. You'll write it down. So you'll take it from the want list and you'll put it on the goal list. You following me? It's important that you write down I want in front of everything too. And I'm gonna tell you why in the next step. After you have your list for your wants, you turn them into goals. Then you're gonna turn them into affirmation. Now, this is where the fairy dust comes in. At. I can't explain it. I cannot. I have goals that put it like this. For the last 3 years, I've been hitting 90% of the goals that I put down. And the goals and the other 10%, what end up happening is sometimes it rolls over into the next year because some goals take longer than others. But everything that I've ever said that I ever wanted to do, I've done it. I'm gonna pause for a second. Did you hear what I just said? All of the goals that I have set in the past 24 months, I have accomplished them using this method right here. Now, affirmations. You're going to convert your goal list into affirmations. So, in the $10,000 per month example, I would write down I am happily and easily earning $10,000 or more per month in after tax income. The happily and the easily are emotion words, right? And I'm saying it in the notice I'm saying it in the present tense. I'm happily, I'm easily. Okay. Earning ing is in action. So I'm saying this, I'm saying it, I'm talking in the present tense and I'm putting action behind as if it already has happened. Because subconsciously, your brain don't know whether or not you are just simply reading affirmations or if this is your reality. What we're doing is we're willing our reality, we're willing using our mind to bend reality to how we want it. And when you're asleep, your subconscious will work on plans and stuff. And when you wake up in the morning, I've had this happen plenty of times. When I wake up, I keep a notepad by my bed because I wake up in the middle of the night with ideas on how to do certain stuff, and it gets me closer to whatever that goal is. This is powerful things, but with the affirmations, you have to read them out loud. Yep, it's gonna sound awkward. People might be looking at you crazy in the house, but you have to read them out loud right before you go to bed and right when you wake up in the morning. You follow me? Like I said, rewind this video if I'm going too fast. Pause it. If you need clarity on anything, comment down in the chat and just ask me the question and I'll give you the response. But I kind of want to recap real quick. Okay. So let me go back through this quickly. We talked about why we need goals, dreaming big. So the very first thing is going to create a list of everything that you want. Don't leave nothing out. No price is too high. It can be a private jet, whatever it is. Write it down on a want list. And by the way, maybe one of the most important things, no time limits. You hear people that say, well, set a time limit because, when you set a deadline, a goal without a deadline is not a real goal. Let me tell you something. What I found is when you set a timeline to it and a deadline, subconsciously, for whatever reason, if I say, hey, I want to make 15,000 a month by the end of this year, December 31st. Guess when I end up making that money? December 30th or December 31st. Now that I got all of these damn months in between, but typically we tend to stretch our goals out to the time allowed it to them. So by you not setting a time limit and by you saying, hey, I want to do it as fast as humanly possible, that speeds up the process. Doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight, but this stuff works. After you get the list of wants, you're going to convert it into goals. And then you're going to take those goals and make affirmations. And remember, don't share your goals with no one. Keep them to yourself, at least for the first 6 months or so. I would rather you not tell anybody, get some of the goals scratched off of the list. And then if you want to start kind of pouring into people and let them know what you're doing, let them come to you and let them ask you, what are you doing, rather than you volunteering those things, because you're just wasting energy. You're just wasting energy that can be used on you. I want you to be selfish. I know when we learn new things, we want to tell other people. Don't tell anybody else. This is for you. This video is for you. You found this video. You're either subscribed to the channel or you found it in the search, YouTube search, or whatever it is. Maybe it came suggested to you. This video is not for everybody else. Nope, not now. This video is for you. Okay, so let me know how that worked. Give me your feedback. Like I said, if you need any clarity on anything that I said, leave a comment down in the chat. I'll see y'all in the next video. This is the type of stuff that really gets me excited, because I know that even if it helps one person, that has made my month damn near the quarter. All right. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.